Good morning, children. This is the continuation of synthetic fibers and plastics. In the previous class, you have learnt about synthetic fibers, and this class you will be learning about plastics. This is for grade 8. In daily life, you will be going through so many items which are made of plastic. Here on this screen, you can see different objects made out of plastic. What is plastic? The word plastic comes from Greek word plastikos. That means to form. Plastic is made from petroleum and natural gas. Plastics can be easily molded into shapes and sizes. Plastic is also defined as a material that can be heated and molded in any shape after cooling. For example, polythene. Plastics can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheets, or made into wires even. Some of the plastics have linear arrangement while some have cross-linked. Properties of plastic. Well, when you come into properties of plastic which made plastic very famous is it is lightweight, it does not rust, it is easy to handle, it is reusable, it is non-reactive, they are poor conductors of heat and electricity. When I say the fifth point, non-reactive, even the pickles are stored in plastics. They are not stored in metal containers because the pickles corrode the metal. Examples of plastics are toys, plastic chairs, etc. What are there are two types of plastics which are written below. They are thermoplastics, thermosetting plastics. Therm, T-H-E-R-M, mean heat. So plastics which melt on heating are called thermoplastics. Once a plastic object is set and cannot be melted again are called thermosetting plastics. So let us go through what are thermoplastics here written. Thermoplastic is a plastic which gets deformed easily, heating and can be bent easily. On heating thermoplastics, there is no chemical change. For example, polythene, polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE, polystyrene, and PVC, polyvinyl chloride. These are used for manufacturing toys, combs, car grills, and various types of containers. Then what is meant by thermosetting plastics? Thermosetting plastics, there are some plastics which when molded once cannot be softened by heating again and again. These are called thermosetting plastics. For example, bakelite and melamine. Bakelite is used for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils, etc. Melamine is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware, etc. So, it is used in making bottles, it is used in making plastic toys, it is used for packaging many goods like containers, etc. What is the name of plastic that is used in making non-stick pans in your houses? Teflon. Teflon is used in making non-stick pans because oil and water does not stick to it. This Teflon is extracted from the byproduct of petroleum, that is tar, THAR, the black colored tar which is used for the roads. Disadvantages of plastic. The disadvantages of plastics are as follows. They have caused many health and environmental hazards. Some monomers of plastics have proven to cause cancer also. Plastics are non-biodegradable and do not decompose for several years. When plastics are burnt, toxic fumes are released into the atmosphere, causing pollution. Then What are biodegradable substances? These are those substances that can be decomposed by microorganisms like bacteria or virus through natural processes. Non-biodegradable substances. These are those substances that cannot be decomposed by microorganisms in natural way. For example, plastics. Now you can come across some of the types of waste and how approximately how much time it takes to degenerate or decompose and what is the nature of the material. Peels of vegetables and fruits, leftover food stuff, it takes just 1 to 2 weeks to degenerate and mix in the soil. Then the nature of the material is biodegradable. Paper takes 10 to 30 days to degenerate and it is biodegradable. Cotton clothes take 2 to 5 months to degenerate. They are also biodegradable. Wood takes 10 to 15 years to degenerate and they are biodegradable. Woolen clothes, it takes about a year to degenerate. They are also biodegradable. Metals like tin, aluminum, and other metals cans take 100 to 500 years to degenerate. They are non-biodegradable. Even plastic bags, it takes several years to degenerate and they are considered as non-biodegradable. Once again, I recapitulate what is meant by biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Substances which are changed into simple form and can be dissolved into soil by bacteria and virus are called biodegradable. Substances which cannot be changed into simple substances and cannot be dissolved into soil are called non-biodegradable. Now, plastic is not environment friendly. Therefore, certain steps have to be taken in order to protect our environment, like polythene is a non-biodegradable substance, which means that microorganisms cannot decompose them. So, what are the steps that are required to protect environment? We should never throw plastic bags or other plastic articles into water bodies, drains, or on roads. We should carry cotton or jute bags for shopping. We should buy products with less plastic packaging. As a citizen, remember 4R principle. What 4R denotes? Reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. How do you reduce using the plastic? This means that anything that harms the environment should be utilized or used, or we should limit the use of that particular substance. How do you reuse the plastics? This means that we should reuse the substance that does not harm our environment and it should be biodegradable. How do we recycle it? We should recycle the substance by one plastic mug breaks, you can melt it and change it into some other object like by heating it. How do you recover? We should recover the substance that are useful for us. Now these are the symbols for reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. I repeat, plastic 4R principle. The 4R's denote reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Hope all the children have understood this and will put the put it into practice not to use plastics which are dangerous for the environment on the earth. Thank you.